They started from the west
Yeah.
side?
Yeah,
The west side, the camp was on the west side.
that's where we
Yes.
were, on the west side.
You're wanting one of those car seats, right?
Oh, that's.
Yes, okay, cause I still have two, and they haven't found
You
one.
said-
Yeah, I would love one,
Okay.
because my son's gonna need one for his car, and I'm not like digging around to detach the one out of my
Do
car.
you care if it's Kangaroo Drive?
No.
Okay.
The Foresters found it years ago.
And you're Jessica?
I am Jessica.
I'm Tracy.
Hi.
I've been wanting to meet you.
Are you gonna be at the pharmacy tomorrow?
I am.
I will bring you.
I don't sell stuff on Facebook very often, how long do you do people usually put something out?
Well, from what I was seeing on your Facebook, like the ones that were, commenting, I have a bad habit of doing that.
Okay,
But normally if they say they're gonna come get it, they normally within that day, you gave them that time period. And if they haven't contacted you about picking it up since then
I'll have to look, I'm not good at following on
Oh,
Facebook.
I haven't gotten any updates on it that
You
says.
noticed my husband's the one that started commenting,
Yeah.
I'm like, I lost track of it, he's like, people are gonna talk to you about it, I'm like, this is why I don't sell things on Facebook.
Well, and I knew it was a long shot because I had seen that it was already, I'm like, there might be one because I can't tell if this one's talking about this or this or this, yeah.
Okay, I'll let you know if it doesn't acknowledge.
Well,
Yeah, just give me a
Okay,
call
so you
or
have good
something.
power, you have 3 bars,
Okay.
so press the record button. And you can see it's
It was
paused,
very
'cause
last
it's
minute, our
flashing.
friend
This is flashing.
got booted from
This
his
is the
house.
plus symbol, right? It's a new
So
product.
Saturday morning, I woke up to Kevin's like,
It's
we
got
gotta get
zero
rid of this
recording
guinea
on it.
pig today.
So
These
what you
cars
do
are
next
using.
is,
I'm
I
like,
think you
what
press
are
the
we
record
doing?
button
They're
again and
putting
it'll
up a
say,
trailer for our
this
friends,
is
and
the
I'm like,
October 8th, 2020.
all of a sudden,
Craig City
it's
Council.
entire
Well, and
And
I'm
then
not like
you
huge
press the
on buying
pause button.
secondhand car seats,
Okay.
I'm kind of
So go ahead,
stuck
go
up
ahead and
like
do
that, but at the same time, I'm like,
good time to do it.
the one I have in my car is, you know, brand new, it can go up until they're 100 pounds and,
But yeah, you
It
go
is
to,
from Kevin,
yeah,
he's
Yeah,
got
you're
the,
fine.
yeah, so do I.
and he checks the dates,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much we bought, it's just a smidge off of whatever. I meant though to take the cover off and go through the washing machine, and I didn't.
No, I'm not worried, I can do
I'm
that.
not gonna do that, again, it was all last minute.
Oh, wow.
No, the one I have, I absolutely love because you know how hard it is to like
Were you
This
on,
is-
Brian?
adjust
Yeah.
the straps and the headrest and all that. The one I got,
2020 City Council.
you don't even have to do it because it's attached to this thing here. So you literally turn these two knobs and go,
I know what you're talking about,
I'm like,
and weaving them back
Yeah,
through.
I'm like,
and
oh
like,
my
gosh.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
that
our
would
first one the other
repause it.
week.
Okay.
yeah, no,
I think when you
because
go
they
to
sent me the wrong one the
record,
first time.
either this one or this one.
And I'm like, I
This
don't
one
want
or-
this one, this is not the one I ordered, so we kept it.
So as soon as it
And I gave
says,
it to Haley's grandma,
the mayor
and I
says,
ordered
let's
the
call
one I
him
want, and
over,
he looks at me, he goes,
then you could.
they look exactly, I was like, they look
Start
nothing
recording,
alike,
send
and
it
this
over
one
there.
is gonna be so much nicer.
Yeah, you don't understand, that is a big difference.
Okay.
But it is no fun getting, I like, my knuckles bleed when I am like trying to get it into the car, and so we have that extra one that when she like goes with her friends. And I told her, I was like, if I don't get one, I'm giving the extra one to Don,
I'd
he
like us
has
to
to
get
be able to tote her around,
AC
so.
adapter, so we don't have to worry about the batteries in case we get it wrong.
Probably a good idea.
It is.
We'll see.
You go already?
No, I never made it.
Oh my God, what happened?
My dog got sick. So I flew home to save him. Did, I'm glad I did.
Did I see him hanging out the back of your truck the other day? Is he home?
Yeah, he's-
Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw him hanging out the back of the truck. I was like, oh, they fixed him.
I mean,
It's just revised
Section
from what's in the
else,
packet.
that was just gonna get him.
Well, that's kind
Yeah,
of
go ahead
final
and take
information, so I guess he was still telling you.
And in the minutes, we had it today.
But I feel like I read this, is it just new numbers?
It's not common up here, but
Yeah,
they've had cases in June,
let me make sure.
never catch me in Prince of Wales.
Get it from salmon blood maybe?
Cause I thought I
And
already read this.
Mike
Mike is gonna
It's the
be
same
absent
thing that the
from
packet
He's
was
absent. He's
revised.
excused.
In the time frame,
He is
you
gonna
know,
be
10
absent.
to
Oh, yeah,
14
yeah, yeah.
days
So.
Okay.
for
This
7
is
months.
the actual hard number. Okay.
Good fit.
Great.
Humpback Lake is, you know where that's at. It's up, Boca de Quadra and Mink Bay, the head of Mink Bay.
Hi,
goes up
Ashley.
and
How
goes
are we doing?
Actually,
Southeast of Ketchikan.
Leftover that got in there from Cal.
Well,
leptospirosis is in cattle, but it's also. in
sheep,
dogs.
big in sheep, but also,
Sean, have you heard
rodents,
from, Michael and Hannah?
beaver.
Michael's out of town,
squirrels,
she won't be in attendance,
chipmunks,
she knows,
porcupine,
just bit by
they're
phone.
all over
Okay.
like that.
and as far as you know, Hannah will be here.
Okay, cool.
So, anyway, but
Do you think
it
it's
shut
just
down
like
one of his kidneys, his other one started to.
a-
So we're gonna have,
So,
Cause we don't live
he
here.
did-
like 1,
7 days.
2,
So,
3,
anyway, you got him fixed.
4,
Yeah, but I've actually cattle for lepto.
And sheep,
at least 8.
and sheep, they always
Maybe
test
more.
out every foot to the ram, you know.
Okay, okay.
We're up here.
Thanks,
For
Julia.
up here.
I
then.
called you
Yeah,
at
that's out.
You did, you're
This
awesome.
is-
I
You
know.
know, tell me
She's
about
moral
it.
support.
She doesn't survive long,
Hi, Brent.
you know, it's
You don't need
right,
to
so
worry.
it's it's too cold.
Hi,
Yeah, if you take it to the cattle, then we're all those mice and rats on that. That's like the virus. and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and sniffing around, goes right up in your nostrils. It's
Like 6 o'clock hit and I caught myself
I
going,
just
like, that's not,
got Monday, Tuesday.
we
night.
still have at least 3 hours.
And I started forcing.
Yeah.
No, I'm running away after this, but, or after reports, but, no, Bailey doesn't get off work until 9:30, so.
Who does it?
Haley,
Yeah, just,
my granddaughter's mom, I have custody of,
and so,
her,
Oh.
that's why I started.
I took custody of her in January.
Wow.
David, I'm Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, nice to meet you. It's good to put the names with the faces with everyone.
Yeah, but he's a deserter.
Is he?
Yeah,
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
I already cried.
Okay, there.
No, shame on you, right?
One next year, when I consider officially.
His hand coming.
As far as I know. Chanel, are you on the phone? Chanel, are you on the phone? So we're still short of quorum. She was on the ferry. What time is Latuya getting in the afternoon? Does anybody know?
It
I
doesn't
left
leave.
at 3.
Oh, I was told today I didn't even leave here till 2. You can't do a round trip.
No, it leaves to go to Ketchikan today, it doesn't come back today.
Oh, so she must be in
It
Ketchikan.
doesn't come back till Saturday, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
It came over in the morning.
You know
It
what,
goes back.
you wanna text Hannah? I don't know if I have her cell phone.
I do.
Have her a messenger. Yeah, I can't tell.
How many do you need for quorum?
4.
4? Tim doesn't count?
Nope.
Sorry.
Do you wanna fill in?
always counts.
Haven't you guys missed me?
So it's
Always.
always.
I don't think I've got
It's
this on.
with 2 on there.
No, it-
So the department manager's on it as well. Hans is probably on, Doug might be on.
Should we?
I'm just texting her.
So did I? She's gonna get 2 generated.
Where are you?
You know.
That's twice.
That's all right. It's in the love note.
Chanel, are you on the phone?
Doug told me phone, I should text him in there. I had to do that last time.
Could whoever's on the phone please identify yourself?
Do we know if somebody's on the phone?
Well, IRJ, and I'm sorry, who else?
Angela.
Hi, Angela. Okay, anybody else? Hey, who just joined us?
This is Hans with Harvard.
All right, I'll text Doug.
So Hans, RJ, and Angela. Anybody else on the phone? Hi, Minnie.
Yeah, so she's not gonna make it.
Yeah, that's what she should do.
Yeah.
Unless excused.
She's got back key. Key.
So we're at loose ends, Mr. Mayor, until Chanel joins us by
Yeah.
telephone.
We gotta wait on her. The way we have no quorum.
I didn't bring my phone, does anybody have her contact info?
All I have
She
is
texted her.
Messenger.
Dave texted her already.
Not, not.
I can
Chanel.
probably get Chanel on.
We talked to her earlier today.
John, what's the number to call in?
I sent it to her earlier.
No,
It's,
for Doug.
800
Okay,
315
okay.
6338. Passcode 63275.
63275 pound, right?
Yes.
Let me see if I can get Chanel on this.
I think I have your cell phone number. Are you messaging or do you want me to text?
Hi, who just joined us, please?
I said, this is how.
You can text her. If she doesn't get all of it, because it's not showing she was active anytime soon. There we go.
Hi, who just dialed in, please?
Sherry,
Hi, Sherry.
hello. Hey, John, the number that's in the email to call it in is actually for a credit card. I just happened to find an earlier text from Brian.
Uh-oh.
Just heads up.
Then what number is that?
The ending number, you put a 0 and it needs to be an 8.
Oh, 6338.
Yes. And then the email it says 6330.
Really?
Is that the email from me?
Yes, the one you sent out on October 6th.
All right.
What number is it, the key code number or the?
It's the last four digits of the dial-in number. The last digit of the dial-in number should be 8, not a 0.
And a lot of the other department heads call in each time, so I might be the only one that didn't have it.
What happened with Chanel? So hopefully.
Yeah, I think he was texting Chanel.
Okay. Because that's the number she's trying to get in on.
Did you just text her?
Dave texted.
Dave? All right, thanks. Chanel, are you online?
Would Hannah be able to call in?
She said she wasn't gonna make it. Well, she told us. So I'm assuming not.
Does she know we don't have forum without her?
Back.
Have that decision, we need to send a resolution.
We should, emergency declaration.
What's the guy?
Now,
What are you gonna say? Everybody, when they were paying 2% or something, they voted to do 18 or something like that.
just a hell of a change to
Just 2 days, we really wanted.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
should we have just staff members give their staff reports while we're waiting, since they typically don't require any action in response?
That'd be a good idea. We'll bring this meeting to order, or do you want to do that yet, or just require staff?
I wouldn't call it to order yet because we don't have a quorum.
Yeah, exactly.
So my suggestion is just have staff members give their staff reports and try to make the best use of the time we can.
Okay, we'll do staff reports due to the lack of quorum, so city administrator, will give a report.
I have a written report in the packet, and it's potentially a long meeting, so I won't dwell on anything. There's probably, if there are any questions on the items in my staff report, I'd be happy to try to answer any.
Okay, Mr. Young? And I can see Treasurer Sherry.
I submitted my report. I'd be happy to answer any questions if you guys have any. One thing I don't think I submitted in the report is I have requested for the third installment of the CARES money and hoping to receive that in the next 2 weeks.
Just go ahead.
Any questions for the treasurer? None? Okay, aquatic manager.
I'm gonna make it real short and sweet. It's been real fun. So we all know the pool's broke. The brand new basin, the water seal exploded on it pretty much. It seeped through, expanded, popped. We got a nice big open spot running down the east side of the pool. It's starting on the west side, hasn't quite hit yet, but there's good crack. There is a plan in motion. We're planning on shutting down basically Thanksgiving when we shut down for the 2 days, and we just won't reopen again until probably the second week in January. Plan to refill the 5th of January. This is all of no cost to the city. We're still looking for a swim coach. And now we're also we'll have a posting up within the next day or two for another full-time position. But that's my world, so if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. And if you wanna come look at the thing that makes me cry almost daily, you may, I will show you around. Fair warning, I mean, it's ugly, it's scary, and it gets scarier every day.
I'm meaning to go by and look at it. Is it just affecting the one large pool though?
It is only the pool, it's only the big pool, and it's only where they replace the gutter. So when they replace the gutter and re-pour the cement, they put a water stop seal in there. Apparently it was the wrong one, and as soon as some water started seeping on it, the seal started to expand, which is what it's supposed to do. They weren't supposed to put that one in there. And so it expanded, and it popped the seal on the cement, which popped the plaster. Well, when that started happening, and it was quick, because it was not like that the Tuesday morning when I got in, because I walked the pool. By 10:30, like, it looked like somebody had taken plastic and went like this, and there was like a big hole. Friday, I got in the pool with the permission of the contractors and everybody to see if I could pull some of the loose pieces off because of it being rough. And I literally put enough pressure to like move a piece of paper, and I was losing chunks this big. And so still with it being exposed, the water stop is still expanding. So when you look, that's what you will see at the bottom of the pool. It is not poop, contrary to popular belief. I can get it cleaned up. It's clean for about 2 hours until people start swimming again, and then it starts expanding again and more falls out. It's devastating, it's not fun, but they do have a plan. We are not putting a water seal in it the second time. They're gonna do an epoxy rebar to completely avoid that, is what it sounds like, and they're gonna do it much faster.
How does the rest of it look if they did?
It looks fine. Minus, we have no problems in the kiddie pool. One thing I have found, and I haven't quite been able to explain it, is for some reason this plaster does something weird to the alkalinity, so it takes a little bit more on my part to keep the pool balanced, but other than that, and it started to calm down this week, so I'm wondering if it was just a settling in process with the chemicals. But it looks pretty, but it's just, we have a landline from the basketball hoop down, so people can't rub up against that wall, stick their toes in it, pull more out, because I stopped after I was losing pieces this big. I was like, I'm not gonna destroy the pool anymore. I'm good.
The contractors assume responsibility for the failure.
So that's all I have.
I'm gonna grill Jessica a little more on that. Are we good?
I don't think she feels bad
You
enough.
can come up to the pool and I'll show you. It's better to show than to tell, because honestly, telling it is bad enough, but actually seeing it. I mean, I know there was some pictures out that I had a diver get in the pool and do even prettier since then, so.
Chanel, are you on the phone? Chanel McKinley, can you hear me? Are you on the phone?
Yeah, she hasn't seen my texts yet either, so.
She responded to you, did?
No. Give her some more gov.
Call the pink palace and see if she answers.
I think she's a catch can.
Oh, that's right. Okay. In case everybody doesn't know, we have a new city clerk. Tracy Jenkins.
Yeah, maybe I'll remember to do reports now.
She gets to do a
I'll have
report.
my reminders back.
So Tracy's just finishing her first full week this week.
Pretty much.
So lots conveyed to her so far and lots more to go.
And we're glad to have you here.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be here.
So RJ better be careful because she knows how to handle policemen. Do you have a report for us, Tracy?
Do I?
You've learned a lot.
Yes,
this week.
I'm really sorry for anything that I've messed up yet so far. So, just learning.
Cool. Okay. Where's the planner at? Oh, there he is.
I'm in the corner like always. I submitted a written report and would be happy to try and answer any questions. I got plenty of other stuff to talk about, so I'm gonna leave it there.
Fire and EMS coordinator.
Hello, everybody, can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Okay, I have submitted my report, the only thing that is not in the report is I am currently working on getting a ASLR training, a trainer over from Texas in the next 2 weeks, if she will agree. So in addition to what is in my report, that is what I'm also working on.
Minnie, what kind of training was that? I missed it.
It's a ASLR to for airmen in ammonia, propane, gas,
Diesel.
diesel.
For the firemen, EMS if they want to go.
Cool.
Thank you, Minnie.
Thank you.
Harbor Master. Hans?
Mr. Mayor and council members, I have submitted a written report, with also just to add a couple items. We've got the lights working out at the False Island boat launch float and ramp. And also, we're in the process of getting someone hired, to fill the vacant assistant harbor master position. And I'd be happy to answer any questions if anyone has any questions.
No question for Hans? Okay. Where'd you go with the backhoe today?
I was using it for a personal project.
Oh, okay. Library.
I submitted a written report. The only thing I will add is that we have now hired 2 new part-time employees. I think they're gonna be a super great fit to the team, and I'd be happy to answer any questions anybody might have.
Angela, this is Julie, and I'm sorry that I don't know this, but is the library now open to the public, or are you limiting the number of people that come in, or how's that working?
So we are, we're open at certain times for appointments, and if anybody can make an appointment. We're open at certain times and then we close at certain times so we can make sure we have everything sanitized before the next group of people comes in. And we're also still doing curbside pickup. So people are welcome to come in and have an hour on the computers and print stuff out, or they're welcome to come in and browse, or they're welcome to send me their requests and I just leave the stuff outside the door. Once both of my new hires are really comfortable and trained really solidly, we'll look at seeing if we feel comfortable as a team just opening the doors from 10 to 5 like we used to be, and just making sure that we're still keeping an eye on social distancing and things like that. But for the moment, it's curbside pickup and appointments.
And how do you think, I'm glad you guys are doing that, I know it's a lot of extra work for you, how do you think that's working?
It's working really well. I've only had 1 or 2 real true complaints about it. Everybody else seems to, it works pretty well. Every once in a while I have to turn somebody away at the door, but I just say, I can't let you in right now, but I can let you in at 1:30 and I'll put you down, or is there anything I can grab for you right now? So it's working really well. It's enabled us to just make sure that we're doing our best to keep everybody safe. And but I am excited to revisit it and to see if we can open it up more, just because I'd like to have more people in there. So we'll see what happens when everybody's kind of settled.
All right, thank you for your efforts, I know it can't be easy.
It's my pleasure, honestly. So I want to thank everybody for their support just through all this. It's been hard, but we're doing it.
Are you operating under state mandates on that library, or is that just under city advice or something there?
A little bit of both. There aren't really, what the most recent library mandate has said is basically that social distancing is not 100% required, but it is best practice as advised by the state. And of course, everything, we sanitize the commonly touched surfaces, and we still ask people to wear masks. So it's from, that's the advice that I've gotten from both the city and from looking at the state mandates. They don't, the state does not require social distancing, but at least the last time I had a conversation with John, we kind of came away with, social distancing is still the best practice. And so that's what we're gonna do. And city facilities still require the public to wear masks. So that's what we're gonna do.
You're gonna limit the number of people in there with their mask and the distancing thing, like 6 or 10 people or something?
We do have to limit it. I have 2 computers available during any given appointment, so that enables people to be 6 feet away. And then some of the rest of it is a little on a case-by-case basis. Like if I have a family with 4 kids in there, that's a lot of people, but I know they're gonna kind of stay in the kids' area. So I know that I can let another adult or 2 come in and browse in the DVDs because they're not likely going to collide. But I can't let 6 adults in who all wanna come in and look at DVDs, because then they'll be mashed in the DVD aisle like sardines.
Right. All right, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Police chief.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
I submitted a report, we'll add that our part-time fill-in dispatch position has been filled. The young lady, Susan Posey, has been hired, and she will be starting training next week. She has a lot of experience with corrections, AHOPs, and prior dispatching, so I'm hoping the training will be expedited and compared to in the past. Another thing, our Twig TSA computer had some software issues. I was able to get it patched up good enough to where they could remote in and get it back and fixed. Did a test today, that's working fine. So it wasn't down very long. It was down on an off day anyway. So other than that, do you have any answer any questions?
RJ, this is Julie, and Minnie, I was really excited to see the officers going to the ETT training. I think I'm really glad to see that happening.
Yeah, we've got 2 in there right now, but yeah, it's gonna be beneficial. Plus, they're both gonna join with the squad and help out on their off time.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
And appreciated.
Yeah, they'll both go gears. They want to get, any and all training, including the virtual training thing. We've already had a couple of hiccups with that, but it's the first time that DPS, which is Department of Public Safety, has implemented this. But overall, it's still good, and it's really, really beneficial for the new guys.
Yeah, that's good. It's appreciated too. More questions for RJ? Thanks, RJ.
Yep.
Public Works? Are you on here, Russell?
Yeah.
Oh, Russell's excused tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, sorry.
He's out of town.
Okay. Does he have a written report?
There's a written report in the packet.
Thank you. Recreation. Oh, there she is.
I'm here.
Whoa,
Yes, my first meeting in months.
years.
No, I'm here all the time. Okay, I submitted a report that was written, but I have a few things to add. One is that we've hired 2 people. I'm sharing one with Angela. And the other is Samantha Wilson. She used to work for me. She's gonna come back and work. So we're on track to open up the youth center for doing the tutoring. I just have to work out schedules, and I think it'll be great. We are going to have a couple of small bazaars, and I've been working on protocols and ways to make it really safe, and reaching out to the people that have been exhibitors in the past. And I think it's gonna work out really, really well. We'll have them the same times, which is November 28th and December 12th. And we're gonna have an online Presence as well, which is the new learning curve. And there's a gal named Katie Posey, nice name, and she has the same name as Wendy Patrick, but she is the Ketchikan Arts and Humanities person there, and she ran an online blueberry festival. So I've asked her for information, I've sent her all my paperwork to see if there's anything I need to add to anything before it goes online. And Brian and I worked on getting a Facebook page today that'll be connected. So we are all just in this century, it'll be wonderful. The other thing is, in my report, I said that Brian has submitted changing whether we should wear masks in the gym. The CDC has come out with that there's more airborne transmission than they realized. And I was on the Echo. It was a teleconference that Public Health put on with Dr. Zink and all the epidemiologists and the big people from the state. And I asked the question if the karate people should wear masks. And Dr. Zink actually answered that. I can send you the link to the teleconference. And she said she felt it was the safest thing, that they should wear masks when they are exercising. So I just wanted to let you know that I would prefer not to change that part because I think it's safe. I mean, I want to make sure everybody's safe and that nobody gets sick. And there are more cases in Ketchikan. We've had at least 3 this week. It's not that far away. We've been real fortunate, and I don't want to become unfortunate. So that's my spiel. If you guys want that, it was a great teleconference, and I learned a lot. So, do you have any questions?
We had 3 new cases in Ketchikan.
This week, yeah, one today. 2 on Tuesday.
Heard that.
We're like in the same house.
I don't know, I checked the picture again.
Newspapers say 5.
They've had 8 cases,
They've
about
had 8 this week.
8 cases this week, and at least 7 of them they have linked to single source.
So there was a travel.
Was that source Anchorage?
No, by source, it's single person.
Oh.
So they've linked 7 cases to a single infected case.
Was that the single traveler?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think the 8th case was a traveler. I don't think the 2 were related. But I don't know that for sure, Dave. That's just my understanding reading the press release.
It's getting close. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. Appreciate it. Parks and public facilities. Doug?
I submitted a written report and would be happy to answer any questions that they have.
Did you find any culvert?
No, I've been unable to find any materials for that project along. So my hands tied.
Hey Doug, it's Jim here. I'm wondering if before winter sets in, you guys could mow the T-ball field. I think, if we don't get it mowed before spring and things do get well, it won't be usable at all at that point because it'll be so matted. And I think I might have somebody who's gonna do a slope study on it for us because of the drainage problem. So if we could get that, it's no big rush, but just sometime before the snow flies.
Yeah. Terry cut the ball up today. I'll get it on his list to get that done.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You might look across the street over there from Public Works and see if any of that culvert's the right size.
You're being recorded.
I didn't say we were gonna take it. We can borrow
It's actually, the meeting is not in order yet.
48 if we.
Yeah. I second that.
See? All right, thank you, Doug.
Mr. Mayor, that concludes the staff reports. I recommend you release the staff and council can continue to talk offline if it likes about agenda items, just with the understanding that there'll be no record of the conversation. Who just joined us? That might have been somebody signing off.
Yeah.
While the council's all still here, maybe try to reschedule the special meeting date to canvass the election prior to 2 weeks from now, when the council's next scheduled to meet.
How many days do we have before it has to be done?
Our code allows for, I think it's 3 one-day extensions, or, gosh, I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact amount, but I'd recommend a day early next week.
Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, glad to, I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It's, we're close enough, but we scheduled, is everybody good for Tuesday the 10th? And I'm not sure what.
So I
gets
told-
back, but if
I
we
told
call
Dave-
Mike, he'll call in.
I
Today's
told,
last day is Sunday, right?
well, that's the term runs the Monday, stops, the new term starts the Monday following certification of the election.
I see.
So he's still on.
Right.
We can't.
We're not letting you go.
We're just the king moving the date.
Not later than 7 days after the election, the council shall meet and canvass the election returns. The canvass may be postponed from day to day, but not exceeding 3 postponements.
So next Tuesday is a good one. I'm sure Mike, if he's not traveling, will call in.
And what time? The usual time?
7 time meeting.
7.
We won't have the staff report, so we'll go right to the election and the agenda.
Tuesday, 7.
A week from yesterday, no, a week from Tuesday, that's the 13th, yeah. 7 PM, okay.
See ya, Jessica. You could stay if you wanted.
Thanks, everyone on the phone. You're welcome to listen in if you got nothing better to do. Otherwise, you're free to go.